you going? Welcome to today's episode of In the Gluten-free Pantry. As you can see, I'm not actually in my pantry today. We're over at my mum's. So, hi Mum if you're watching, because I know you're not here. So you can see this is not a gluten-free pantry, this is a normal pantry. So this is what you're most likely going to find when you go visiting to friends or to family. Now I'm really lucky, I have got fantastic family who are really supportive. So my mum has a range of gluten-free options here for when we do come over, and she's really careful that they always have separate implements and things go in so we don't have to worry about cross-contamination. So all that aside, what are we talking about today? Well, today we're talking about, let me find it, here we go, up here, almond meal. I love almond meal. Yesterday we talked about coconut flour, which I don't really like. Almond meal, I love. This stuff is so versatile. Now you can't use it as a strict one-on-one substitute in baking for bread flour because, not bread flour, for baking flour because it is coarser and it is heavier. However, having said that, there are tons and tons of recipes out there made specifically with gluten-free flour. Made with almond meal. The Italians have been cooking with this stuff for years, so there's tons of beautiful like orange cakes made with it. I've got a really good recipe on my website, so go and have a look at it on fussfreeglutenfree.com for this lovely chocolate mousse tart, and that uses almond meal in it as well in the crust. Another thing that almond meal is really good for is as a substitute for breadcrumbs. So when you want to make chicken nuggets or that kind of thing, gluten-free breadcrumbs can be hard to come by, and at the price of gluten-free bread, trust me, you don't want to be buying it just to make breadcrumbs. However, there is a good breadcrumb available, which I'll talk about in another video. But in the meantime, almond meal honestly is what I use most of the time. So you can add any kind of flavours to it, so I'll often put in some garlic powder and onion powder, some dried oregano, maybe even a little bit of paprika. And then I'll use that as my crumb coating for things like chicken nuggets or homemade fish fingers and all those kids' favourites that, you know, when you first go gluten-free, you're like, oh, what am I going to feed them? And you want those really kid-friendly foods that you know they're going to tuck into, but a healthy gluten-free version. So yeah, almond meal, absolutely fantastic stuff. Make sure you've got some. You can buy it anywhere. That's the other fantastic thing. It's not one of these exotic, difficult to find ingredients. And if you run out of it and you've got almonds in the pantry, you can always just chuck some almonds in the food processor and grind it down. So that's it for today's episode. Almond meal, go get some, fantastic stuff, and head on over to my website fussfreeglutenfree.com and make sure you grab a copy of my free breakfast cookbook while it's still available. It's got 2 whole weeks of really yummy ways to start your day, from real beautiful savoury treats like waffles with smoked salmon to sweet treats like chocolate mousse. I'm not kidding, I'm a nutritionist and I'm saying you can have chocolate mousse for brekkie because I've got a really healthy and really delicious version. So make sure you get that, fussfreeglutenfree.com, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Oh, thanks Mum for borrowing the pantry.